handcuffed and their clothes looked dirtier. All three officers were brought on Saturday, May 2, 2009 to the atrocities area court and were asked whether or not they admit or deny the charges leveled against them. They denied the charges leveled against them with regard to an alleged attempt of bringing down the incumbent government by force and cause violence. As usual, the police asked the court to allow it extra time to conduct and finish its investigation. This means the three officers would stay in custody till the time the investigators finish their investigation. The police made its request to a TPLF member by the name of Judge Tarikwa. She is someone who is notoriously known for her ignorance and loyalty to the TPLF regime. The judge gave the police the extra time the latter requested. All TPLF judges know what the police would do with the prisoners when they allow the police extra time to conduct its investigation. They know that they are giving the police more time to gather false witnesses and evidences. They know that they are allowing time to the police so that the prisoners would make self-criminalizing confessions under the pain of severe torture to which they would be subjected by the investigators. The judges are fully aware of the fact that by giving the police more time to conduct its investigation, they are actually allowing the police to subject prisoners to severe tortures. Although the judges are not involved in the torture of the prisoners by being present in the torture chambers, they are morally and legally accountable for the suffering they cause to these prisoners, knowing all too well what the investigators would do to these prisoners. After this woman judge allowed extra time to the police to conduct and complete its investigation, the investigation on Colonel Aber began the next day on the evening of May 3, 2009 at 8:30 p.m. First they started to make verbal threats against him, and later the verbal threat was followed by the usual bluff and dehumanizingly offensive insult meant to degrade and belittle his ethnic group. Aber belongs to the Amhara ethnic group. The investigators who were assigned by Tades Mazer to undertake the investigation were all ethnic Tigranes. The boundlessly rude insult and anti-Amhara verbal assault directed against Colonel Aber were uttered in full knowledge of the fact that all the investigators present were Tigranes. As such, they thought no one could overhear what they were hurling at this prisoner by way of verbal assault. As the investigators trusted each other on account of their common ethnic origin, they were confident that no one would come to know about the offensive insults they were hurling or throwing at this prisoner. What these Tigrane investigators at the CIO did not know was the fact that amongst the torrents of insults they were vehemently and loudly uttering or blurting out, some were reaching the ears of individuals present outside the walls of the torture room. The fact that such kind of offensive insults directed against one's ethnic group were constantly hurled at prisoners by the ethnicist Tigrane tortures has been reported at the court by General Asamitsaj, one of the Amhara generals who have been accused of being the ringleader of the alleged coup d'état against the incumbent TPLF regime. These ethnicist Tigrane investigators and torturers were assaulting Colonel Aber with the types of degrading insults that we reproduce or present hereafter. Quote, "Is it by your type of coward Amhara that the system of government we have set up through the sacrifice of so many determined Tigrane heroes is going to be demolished or brought down? We would make, not only you but, your whole Amhara ethnic group members and their descendants serve us as cooks in our kitchen after we have made you wear a woman clothes."